welcome on Man Oh Man. We are back with another one. Back with another beautiful week of football. Man Oh Man. Another week of craziness in football, man. It's like every week, the unexpected happens. The unpredicted, man. You can never predict what's going to happen in this league, man. But before we start this beautiful show, let me introduce you guys to my wonderful colleagues. My first step over there, my good friend over there, David. How you doing there, buddy?
What's going on?
2 weeks in a row without a hat. Wow, it must be a Christmas miracle. Then we got my good friend over there, John Paul. How you doing there, buddy?
Trying to stay on the show tonight.
That's good. And then we got big brother Monica, my good friend over there, Tony. I know it hasn't been good a couple of weeks for you. I know it's been a couple of sad weeks, but how you doing over there, buddy?
I'm good. Can't complain. I mean, it is what it is when you got your third string quarterback. I mean, expectations aren't real high, so.
Are they higher than my height or lower than my height?
No, they got to be lower, much lower.
That was actually funny.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's first talk about Monday Night Football. A lot of people talking about it. The Bills fired the offensive coordinator. The breaking news that was today. 12 man on the field. The kicker missed the field goal, but the 12 man. Bills are sitting at 5-5 right now. Remember last week I said, are the Bills contenders or pretenders? And a lot of you guys said contenders. I said pretenders. And another week lost. Tony, what do you think about this game, buddy?
First off, Denver, where did you come from? You were dead in the dirt, and now you're a 505 team. Russell must have saw the writing on the walls and said, I have to correct this otherwise. And he's been playing his complete off. You know what I mean? But when it comes to the Bills, I don't know what's going on. When you start seeing coaches being fired halfway through the season, well, it's further than halfway through the season, it's not a good thing. So you know what? Miami has to be sitting there, on their week off going, thank God. They have to be saying that. Jets have to be saying the same thing too, because Jets are not completely out of it. Yeah, I don't know if Buffalo's gonna be able to right the ship this season.
Okay. Yeah, because what's his name? Russell Wilson, man, he had no picks. I don't know where he's coming out of, man. I don't want to jinx him, but he reminded me of the old Russell Wilson, that prime was coming back a little bit. I don't know what happened.
But I mean, what happened is you were a mush. When you were rooting for them, they were
still
losing.
Rooting.
As soon as you switched, they started winning.
I still root for Russell Wilson till this day when people ask me. So, all right, pal? But 2 touchdowns. Then you look at the other side. Josh Allen, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. And it's crazy how many picks that man is throwing. But, John Paul, what do you think of the Buffalo Bills, man? What's happening over there?
I want to say thank you, I guess, to Denver for making Buffalo pissed off. So now that this weekend they can come out and I guess they're going to just destroy the Jets. I'll be honest with you. Buffalo hasn't looked great over the past, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 weeks. They haven't looked very great. But if they get swept this weekend by the Jets, they're going downhill and downhill fast.
Okay. David?
I mean, I picked the Bills to go to the Super Bowl, so for me, it's not looking good for me. Stephon Diggs and his brother are talking smack now, so that's – I don't know if you guys saw that tweet that he put out.
Yeah, Stephon's got a big mouth anyway.
Basically,
stupid.
Basically, Diggs' brother said how he needs to leave the Bills and Josh Allen's nothing without his brother and all this stuff. So I don't know. I still think the Bills are going to make the playoffs. And if they make the playoffs, I would still not want to play them. That's all.
Okay. And John Paul, back to the thing. I don't think the Jets are going to get destroyed by them. I see the Jets beating them. I see the Jets beating Buffalo. I see the Jets doing that.
I don't see them beating Buffalo in Buffalo. I mean, don't get me wrong. Do I think they're going to get destroyed? Probably not. But I don't think they're going to do great. The Jets aren't going to do great. I mean, we'll get to that. But we'll get to that later.
Okay.
Or as
Okay.
you say,
Okay.
we're gonna get there. We're gonna
You're
get
gonna get
there.
them, of course. Yeah, y'all guys can't steal my thunder, man. Y'all can't steal my thunder. But while we're talking, let's go. Let's go to the Jets. That was Sunday Night Football. What a close game. Gotta give all props to that new Raiders head coach. I don't know what he's cooking over there. 2 wins back to back. And I don't want to say this much. Mark Davis, hopefully that's what his name is, the owner of the Raiders. Please do not do the same stupidity what you did 2 years ago when your special teams coach took the team all the way to playoffs. Instead of giving him the head coaching job, you brought in that boulder, Josh McDaniels, who didn't do crap. So if this guy at least gets you guys to playoffs, please don't repeat your mistakes. But the Raiders, man, back-to-back wins. Jets, close game. John Paul, what happened here, buddy?
A lot of people would like me to say that we're putting the blame on Zach Wilson, but you can't do that in this game. Granted, he threw one bad interception. Absolutely, I'll give him that. But offensive line, again, is what killed this team. Not the fact that they weren't holding off the pressure they were. It seemed like every time the Jets were inside the 20, they would have a big play for a first down, and it'd be called back for a holding. You can't do that, especially a team that's in dire need of a touchdown. They haven't had a touchdown in 3 games.
Wow.
All right. You understand what I'm getting at? You can't do that. Zach Wilson played it. He actually did play good. I watched the whole game. He played decent. That interception was 100% his fault. 100% his fault. But they also ran a bootleg play where it was a given touchdown. And Garrett Wilson, he like threw a ball into the flat to Garrett Wilson, and he had Lazard had all day. All Garrett Wilson had to do was literally he could have threw it with his opposite hand and made that pass, and he didn't. He threw it out of bounds. But I mean, anyways, the Raiders defense.
I didn't like what you guys did. I gotta say this, sorry to interrupt you, buddy. What you guys did when you guys got the play call, I didn't like that play call at all. When you guys got that ball back and late in the fourth quarter, those plays were stupid. Why are you guys not running out of bounds? Calling plays inbound. You remember the fourth quarter of that game when you guys got the ball back even after that pick? I didn't like those plays at all. Come on,
Umir, I get it, but I don't think that's the play call. I mean, I guess he was just trying to find somebody who was open. But if you watch the last play of that game,
yeah,
Zach Wilson threw a bomb into the end zone, and Garrett Wilson completely muffed on catching that ball. That ball went right through his hands. Right through his hands. You know what I mean? And I applaud Garrett Wilson because he's still probably, at least on the Jets, he's our number one. You know what I mean? That's the guy that you go to. Bro, you got to make that catch. You were up 3 feet over everyone else. You got to make that catch. Who gives a shit if you fall hard as hell on the ground? That's a game winner right there. You know what I mean? It's a pain, but I mean, a lot of mistakes, a lot of stupid mistakes, especially on the offensive line. I mean, the defense played good. They tried to hold as much as they can, but when you got the team starting with the ball in the 35-yard line, there's only so much your defense can do.
Okay.
Did you say steak?
Yeah.
Tony, I'm gonna go to you next, buddy. What do you think about the Jets game, man? What's the Raiders?
So I'll be perfectly honest with you. I got kind of shitty the night before, and I got very, very little sleep.
Aren't you too old for that?
Ask your sister. But
Ask your mother first.
I got a little tipsy on Saturday night and got very, very little sleep. And by 9:30 on Sunday I was completely out of it. So I didn't watch much of the game. I did see some highlights. So I don't know who's calling the plays or who's if it's Salah calling the offensive plays or if it's Hackett calling the offensive plays. But they're not playing the game. They're not calling the plays to win. They're calling the plays to not make mistakes.
Yep.
So it falls on the coaching staff. They're calling like I said, they're calling the plays not to make mistakes, not to win the game.
Okay. David with that big smile over there, buddy. What you got of this, buddy? You smiling over there.
I mean, Zach Wilson stepping out the 3 yard line. I mean, that pretty much, I think, changed the scope of it. Don't you agree, John Paul?
I mean, yeah, but then Brees Hall ran it in, and it got called back on a holding call.
But that's what I mean. If he never stepped out, the Jets would never have to worry. I mean, that's what I mean. That just shows offensive line. That penalty was, I forgot who was on.
Who's on?
Oh, yeah. I mean, tight end is still technically offensive line. I don't know whose offensive line is actually worse, the Giants or the Jets. They should just combine teams for this year. Like,
Yeah,
seriously. Yeah, like, I've never. This is the first year in the NFL, I can honestly say, I've never seen such bad offensive line play. And it's not just New York, and it's not just the New York teams, it's across the board. The games are won in the trenches. I mean, look at all the best teams. Look what freaking San Fran did this weekend. They smacked Jackson.
We're gonna get there.
I'm just telling you, that just shows what a good offensive line and defensive line will do for you.
I mean, you also forgot they got 2 monsters on that team. That's why also.
Who?
The two monsters that they have.
Even before Chase.
We're gonna get there. Don't you get simple English now? Like you guys think, like, come on, buddy. But back to all seriousness, I gotta say the Jets, that play calling was beyond stupid. Zach Wilson, I gotta give you props, man. You're improving every week, especially after last week's blunder you did. You're improving every week. You're getting better. Hopefully, it gets you the proper offensive line, and hopefully, David starts taking pictures of me while I'm on my podcast. But you gotta hopefully the Jets do better. But Raiders, I like what I'm seeing, man. I like what I'm seeing.
Hold on, real quick. They actually said today the Jets should have traded for Josh Dobbs instead of just letting Wilson start. And it's like he just came onto the team and he's crushing it.
He had more touchdowns than Zach Wilson has right now in the past 2 games.
I mean, listen, I'll be the first to admit I didn't think he was going to do anything on the Vikings. I know he's good.
I didn't think the Vikings would come out that much.
Well, no offense, Danny DeVito has Tommy DeVito has 4 touchdowns in the past 2 games. Zach Wilson only has 5 all season.
Yeah, but that's garbage time. I mean, it wasn't garbage time.
But either way.
Tommy DeVito. Danny DeVito is the
actor. The actor who's just like an inch or 2 taller than you.
Man, oh man, let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. All right, guys, let's shift gears. Let's go into Baltimore. 14-point lead. The Deshaun Watson Browns come back, beat the Ravens. The Browns are currently sitting at 7-3. Are there a little bit teams start being the Browns? Even though, and we never ever said it in the past 10 years how bad the Browns have been. But now that the Browns are cooking it up there, should teams be scared going into the dog pound, even though they've won away from the dog pound. But David, I'll let you go first, buddy. Let's talk about that.
I picked the Browns on purpose. I do not trust. I don't know if you guys saw the game. One of the interceptions Lamar threw wasn't his fault. It got tipped in the air, was intercepted. But like some of his reads in the second half, I'm just like going like, what are you seeing out there? I have no idea. Like, I know he's trying to be more of like a passer versus. He could have ran the ball at least 5 more times in that second half, and could have the clock could have kept running. That's just my opinion. They stopped throwing the ball to Odell. Listen, when you have Mark Andrews, who's probably top 2 or top 3 tight end, you stop throwing to him, you're gonna have problems. So that's just my personal opinion. I don't think the Browns won. I think the Ravens lost that game, if that makes sense.
Okay. Tony, I'll go with you next since you went in purple. Like a big old grape.
So I got to be perfectly honest with you, man. I've never been a fan of Lamar Jackson. Just it hasn't. I know he's won the MVP once, right?
Yes.
So did Cam Newton. I never liked Cam. I just don't know why. But I mean, big props to Cleveland, man. I mean, it's about time they have a decent team. And when it comes to, are you afraid of this person? Are you afraid of that person? You know what? Right now, the way this NFL season is going, you should be afraid of whoever you're going against. Because any given Sunday is absolutely true this year.
Yep.
I mean, teams that should be dead in the dirt are winning games. I mean, look at Arizona. Arizona beat Atlanta. Where the hell did that come from?
Kyle Murray. Kyle Murray came out of the back. He came back out of the trenches. Kyle
They
Murray
actually
came
look pretty
back.
good too.
Kyle Murray came back.
That's
He came
another
back
person.
punching.
Houston.
That's another
Oh my
person.
God. That
Oh.
they're coming out of nowhere. So, I mean, like I said, I think every team should be afraid of every single team they face because the way this season is going, it just doesn't make a difference. It really
Yep.
doesn't.
It's a good football. It's actually, I like it kind of like, you know what I mean? You never know who can be who at this rate. Yeah. John Paul, what do you think, buddy?
I think me and David said it last week perfectly. Baltimore was going to be due for a loss. They were spanking everybody. It honestly, it was going to come to a head. They needed this loss, but now you'll see. I'm not sure if they're playing this week or not. Did Baltimore have their bye yet? I don't remember.
No.
Anyway, the next game Baltimore comes out against, whoever they're coming out against, they're going to lose. Baltimore's going to beat them. Baltimore was just due for this one.
No, Baltimore played on Thursday. Baltimore played on Thursday with Cincinnati. Baltimore plays Thursday with Cincinnati.
Oof.
In Baltimore.
Man, that's gonna
That's gonna be a good game.
And Baltimore. They're playing Baltimore.
They're playing in Baltimore.
Yes, in Baltimore. But that's for picks. That's for picks, buddy. Slow your roll. Slow your roll. Okay? All right. But I gotta agree with John Paul as well. But like Tony said, I really see a lot of similarities with Cam and Lamar. Cam came into the season hot. Lamar was doing hot first year. Cam doing hot in the regular season, and when it came to the big game, he choked the Super Bowl.
Lamar's way better than
100%. Lamar definitely way better. I'm not gonna say all that.
What, Cam Newton in his prime?
I will take Lamar any day over Cam.
Cam
In his
Newton
prime?
had a year prime though.
What you say?
Cam Newton only had like a 2-3 year prime.
Yeah,
He had 2 years. One when went to the Super Bowl.
He didn't.
yeah, that's it.
He didn't play great when he first came in. I think it was 3 years after that he was done basically.
Yeah,
He got hurt. He got hurt too much.
But even getting hurt, his numbers were not the same before even getting hurt. After that Super Bowl screw up he did.
Well, he stopped wearing the funky clothes. Once he stopped wearing the funky clothes, that was it. It was over.
Well, they were saying if Baltimore and the Browns traded quarterbacks with each other, would the Browns be the top team in the AFC?
I don't know.
Because Deshaun Watson hasn't been doing anything. I don't know. He's been terrible this year.
Look at the Steelers. Look at the Steelers that came out of nowhere in that division. I thought Steelers was gonna have a losing year. They're above 500 too.
It's been a very weird season, as Tony said. I don't know what to expect. When the playoffs start, it's literally anybody's game.
Oh, absolutely.
The home field advantage out the window this way.
Home field does not matter in this year.
No, I don't know. All right, Tony got into a little bit. Let's got
You just had a President Biden moment. Didn't have a minute.
Tony got into it a little bit. I'm gonna bring it up. Man, oh man, the Texans, man. That rookie quarterback. I believe his name is C.J. Stroud, if I'm wrong.
C.J. Stroud, yeah.
C.J. Stroud, boy. The Bengals are no easy team. This dude came in punching. I really thought the Bengals were going to have another losing season. But they come in to fight. Tony, what do you think of the Texans, man? You think the sleeper team?
I don't know. It's just, once again, it's just been a crazy season so far. Can they catch lightning in a bottle? Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's looked unbelievable, though. He really has looked as good as he did in college. I got to be honest, I just have to watch a little bit more highlights on Houston to kind of see what it looks like. But they're winning. I mean, since he's no slouch.
Okay. David, what do you think, buddy?
I mean, if you're at Carolina, how mad are you that you took? I mean, listen, at the end of the day, he could be good too with Bryce Young, but you guys traded a number one in this year's draft for Bryce Young. It's I don't know, man. The Texans, they have a good defense because D'Amico Ryans was the defensive coordinator for San Fran, so he knows defense. He played defense for the Texans. They just needed an offense, and honestly, they're clicking. Um, they have good young wide receivers too. Very good young wide receivers. They're a team. I'm telling you, in that division, in that conference, they all stink. I don't think there's any good teams. So anybody can win that conference, and that's just my opinion. After watching the Colts and Jaguars and the Titans, all three of them are not that good.
I got to be honest. Let's throw the overseas games out. I think they absolutely suck. I think a lot of
They've
these
been
teams are
terrible
going
so
there.
far this year.
Yeah, I think these teams are going there and they're completely jet lagged and it sucks. I think those are just throwaway games. I got to be perfectly
I'm
honest with
telling
you.
you, they're going to put an NFL team in either London or Germany. I'm telling you right now.
I think the best thing for them to do is put the Buffalo Bills in Toronto and just shut up about it.
Yeah, I can see that happening. I mean, the fan base will never let that happen.
I mean, why? There's a lot of Bills fans in Toronto. Ton of Bills fans.
They will not allow that.
They will never let that happen, buddy. Come on. Buffalo, oh my God, it'll be a stampede over there. Yeah. Let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. Yeah, John Paul, what do you think about Texas, buddy?
I wanted to pick them so bad last week. I did, just because of how hot they were going in. But I didn't want to be that
Bush,
yeah. So
like our boy over there.
yeah, like that one over there.
Yeah, he's
yeah. I say him. He's on this side. So yeah, I didn't want.
My right.
But he has been balling out. And if he doesn't win Rookie of the Year, even at this point, there's something wrong.
Who do you give it to?
Huh?
Who would you even give it to? It's not him.
I think the only other person that would have came close with him was Richardson.
No, the wide receiver, that I can't even pronounce his name.
From where?
He's been I think he's leading the league in receptions right now.
Oh, Jordan Addison?
No, not Addison.
Tank Dell? Nico Collins?
He's Hawaiian, I believe.
Oh, Puka.
Puka, yes. Unbelievable year he's having.
Yeah, he's having a good year. Yeah, but I think there's an AFC. Oh no, I think it's just Rookie of the Year. They just do an offense and defensive player.
Yeah, yes. but honestly, he's not going to beat him out of it. Puka Nakua's his past 2 weeks haven't been great, but he should definitely win that Rookie of the Year hands down, easily.
Agreed.
Okay, David, what do you think, buddy?
David spoke first about it.
I already spoke.
Oh, that's fine. Relax,
go back to sleep.
Yeah, I really am tired. I think my bed.
Can we talk? Can we talk about the Giants Dallas game now, please?
No, I don't want to talk about it.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
We're gonna get there. Come on, y'all. Patience is a virtue. Patience,
Come on, the Giants got embarrassed. You don't think Umir's going to talk about it?
Yeah, of course, man. That was my favorite.
It'll be the last thing right before our picks.
Yeah,
right before
I love it.
He wants to torture Tony.
Yeah, 2020, like waking up to Christmas morning and getting your favorite gifts. Mind the fact, like, come on, let's talk about it. Tony, what the hell is happening with the Giants? You guys look like the old Giants, man. I thought you the teams move up every year, progress, start moving up, but you guys had one good year, you're down again. It reminds me of like that. It reminds me of the year, Tony, my friend. You remember the year y'all went to playoffs? When y'all lost, when y'all guys were on a boat partying that week against Green Bay?
Yes, that was Odell.
Yes, that year. It reminds me of the Giants that year. Great year you guys had. Eli Manning, Odell. Don't know what blunder happened in Lambeau. But then came the next year, you're downhill. Same thing happened this time around. You guys had a great postseason last year. All props to Daniel Jones. Good job. Now it's downhill, getting destroyed by Dallas. Your teammates, a lot of arguments happening on the side, a lot of commotion. What's happening, buddy? What's happening? And just remember, I'm just a commentator before you go. What do you think?
Jesus.
Go.
What
So
Tony
simple. You got the third string quarterback in who probably shouldn't even be in the NFL, to be honest. He probably shouldn't be. Also, I said it last week. So 2 weeks ago, the Giants defense looked phenomenal. They get rid of Leonard Williams, and they look like the shittiest defense in the league. I don't know, what's going on there. I mean, Thibodeau, 3, 4, 5 weeks ago was looking like, defensive MVP. He was just getting everywhere. Now he's getting double teamed. Dex is getting double teamed. Why? Because there's nobody else who can get in there. So that looks bad. The fact that Kafka was allowed to get on the plane, he's got to be gone. He's got to be gone. They should have left his ass in Dallas.
You think the Wink is gonna be gone to the Wink, man?
No. Wink is going to get himself a head coaching job next year. Even though as bad as we've played this year, Wink is going to be. Unfortunately, I think Pierce is not going to keep that job. Las Vegas has already been looking at Wink for about a year and a half already.
Wink.
So
Winkendale.
whatever happened there, but I don't know. I think maybe the Giants need to start sitting some players, keeping guys healthy. Saquon just can't be getting the ball 35 times a game, and risk him getting hurt because he, unfortunately, he is the future.
Even when he got the ball 35 times this week, I think he didn't get his first yards until the third quarter.
Real yardage? But I mean, they were getting beat up.
What's the difference between what do we have? Fake yardage too? There's magic yardage.
Well, I mean, when you can only get 1 yard or half a yard or
yeah, but he was getting those half a yard, and then he was getting stopped 3 yards back.
And then in the I don't know if it was the third quarter or fourth quarter, Dallas, you're up by a whole bunch, and you have a scumbag defensive lineman kick Pugh in the balls. I mean, what kind of piece of shit organization are you guys? I don't understand it. What's going on there? You guys are destroying our team, and yet you go and take a cheap shot on our quarterback. Then when our offensive lineman responds to what he's supposed to do, you go and you kick him in the nuts.
I didn't see that.
So I mean,
of course you would have seen that.
Way to go! I mean, you got ejected.
I was watching Red Zone.
You got ejected. So I mean, you're a piece of shit. I hope you lose your job.
That's not going to happen.
So, but I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's been a bad season. We lost our starting quarterback, our second string, and now we're playing a gangster's nephew.
Isn't he from New Jersey? Does he live by you guys? Like,
I don't know where he lives now.
He lived in Cedar Grove.
Yeah, that's kind of near me.
That's near.
That's what I'm saying, because I'm like, he definitely has to live near you guys, and you guys live right near MetLife Stadium.
Yeah, he still lives with his parents apparently.
Yeah, his mom still does his laundry. I'm like, yeah, that's a typical Italian household. Laundry done.
Stay there.
Yeah, I mean, at this point.
Tony, jump over me, buddy. What do you think, buddy? I know this is a happy month for you guys, that household.
No, I mean, listen, I knew that that Dallas was going to beat them. I just didn't know by how much. But at the end of the day, I agree with you that it's the third string quarterback, and I get all that crap. But that's why we play in the NFL. That's why these guys get paid. Like you say, every other week, next man up. It's their job to do it. That's what you get paid here for. You get
not
put
the quarterback position. The third string quarterback position is the most coveted position in all of NFL because 99% of the times they're getting paid not to ever play.
That still doesn't make a difference. You're there. It happens.
I mean, yeah, and if you go, not to interrupt you, buddy, but third string quarterbacks do get the job done. I don't think if you remember Jacoby Brissett, when he came up to play, he got the job done. And he was third string.
Oh, my God. Stop talking about him, please.
Jacoby Brissett, what's name? Garoppolo got hurt. Jacoby Brissett was third string. He came and got the job done the week after. So that third string is not a good excuse, Tony. Like you said, next man up.
Where did Jacoby Brissett go? How many Super Bowls did he win?
He won a couple. I think 1 or 2. He won.
Super Bowls?
Yeah, yes. He has one Super Bowl. He won a Super Bowl with Patriots with Brady.
No. How many did he win? He didn't win shit.
he did win, get them the team a win at least. He got them a
All
team
right,
a
can
win.
I go now, please?
Yeah, David, go ahead.
No, I mean, John Paul's not finished yet. John Paul
Everybody's over here chirping about a team you could care less about.
No, I'm done.
Okay.
Two things really quick. I think Dayball lost total control of the team right now. I mean, they were fighting on the sidelines. They were screaming at each other. It's just a freaking mess right now. I don't know. I don't even know where we go from here, to be honest with you. They're saying how the Giants are going to start losing every game now because they get Caleb Williams. I don't know even if we do get Caleb Williams, if it's even going to be good enough, to be honest with you. We need a quarterback, definitely, because who knows when Jones is going to be back anyway. But if I was the Giants and have the first or second pick, I would trade it and get as many draft picks as you can, or get a veteran offensive lineman that's a stud. And the reason why they had to trade Leonard Williams, because I don't think they could afford him going into next year.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
So we might as well get something for him. We can't.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather get draft capital instead of nothing. I mean, we gave up a second round for Waller. Now we got it back. So
Okay. All right, man. Let's see what happens, man. The Giants is only can go up at this point. Only can go up because they're already down there.
No, it can definitely get worse.
yeah, after
can
watching
always
last
get
week,
worse.
it definitely can.
I mean, talk about dude. I just want to talk about dudes fighting coaches. Why was a third string running back trying to fight his running back coach on the Jets? I was like, what the hell are you doing, boy? You're a third
Well,
string. Shut
he's
up.
gone. He just got let go. I saw Carter just got let go, I think like an hour ago.
No. He got let go at like 5 o'clock.
Oh, sorry. 3
Yeah.
hours.
Well,
Stupid, man.
he played like an idiot. Did you see what he did? He's the same thing. He dropped the ball that was in his hands. He could have rushed 65 yards for.
Yeah, you guys also got rid of that kid from so you guys kept those two walk-ons from Hard Knocks. Not the one who does the punt returns, the other kid. He got let go today too.
Brownlee?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Brownlee.
Yeah, he was another wide receiver.
But y'all didn't get rid of Rucker yet, right? Rucker's still on the team?
Yes.
Why did they get rid of him for?
No, I don't know. They got rid of
Second
the other.
string.
No, third string. Rucker is third string.
Who's second string? Oh, Conklin. Okay.
Yeah, Conklin is second. Rucker is third. All right, guys, let's talk before we end this show, before we do our weekly plays. Let's talk about the 49ers, man. These two-headed monsters that they got. They came back to back 3 straight losses. Chase Young, Nick Bosa, man, oh man. John Paul, what do you think about this game, buddy?
They beat up on the Jaguars because the Jaguars suck, plain and simple.
I don't know if they suck.
You're not impressed by this win?
Am I impressed by the win?
Yes.
You beat up on the Jaguars, okay?
Or a playoff team.
Yes, I get that. But you beat up on the Jaguars okay, great. You beat up on the Jaguars. But you lost the past 3 weeks. Just because you have Chase Young doesn't mean automatically it's going to make that defense any better. Chase Young is he's getting hurt.
Yeah, injury prone.
Well, the 49ers had all their players come back. They had some players on injured reserve. They all came back just perfect timing. You all come back at the same time. So Debo came back. I forgot two other starters. They all came back. So maybe that has something to do. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, injuries are part of football. Yes. Yeah. But if you have the full team, especially if you're the 49ers, you add Chase Young and you get healthy.
Okay.
Who's going to beat him in the NFC?
I mean, like Tony said, John Paul.
Eagles?
You never know. Eagles did it before.
I bet you the Cowboys will beat the Eagles. The Cowboys have a better chance of beating the Eagles. And I think that it's going to be the Cowboys versus the 49ers in the divisional championship.
Okay.
I think the Eagles are going to get upset. That's just my personal opinion.
Okay. Tony, are you impressed by the Niners victory or not?
I mean, yeah, their defense stepped up and kicked ass. I did not expect would they only score 3 points, the Jaguars?
Yeah.
I mean, unbelievable.
Like
I picked the Jags to win. The 3 of you guys picked the Niners. But whatever, it is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, no, the good job for the 49ers to bounce back. Because I think if they would have lost another game, we'd be talking about them the same way we talk about the Bills.
Okay. All right, guys, it's that time of day again. But also, before I say, I was not impressed by the Niners' victory. You guys beat the Jaguars, so I ain't impressed here with y'all. Let's see what y'all
You're
do.
not impressed?
No, I'm not impressed at all.
The Jaguars are a good team. I'm sorry.
No,
You guys are on crack.
crack. Yeah, I'm definitely not. Kids don't do crack. But guy, I'm not impressed by it. I got to see you go against a big powerhouse.
Who doesn't do crack?
Don't they have a saying? Kids don't do crack in school, something like
You
that.
say they got to play a powerhouse? They beat the freaking Cowboys.
Now, okay, well, Cowboys, relax, buddy. We're talking about now after the 3 losses. Relax.
Oh my God.
Okay? Relax. Relax yourself, I said.
Just go to the picks. You're digging
All right,
yourself.
folks, I'm actually going to run the picks because you take forever, Tiny. So I'm going to run the picks, and we're going to get it going that way.
That is my job. Shut up, Chubby. Okay, that is my job. All right? So
You take forever.
The winners
But
first.
last week, David, unfortunately, you fell in last place. Well, no, I'm sorry. You and Amir fell in last place.
Yeah.
Hey, Daddy. Welcome to last place.
40% picking last week. I was in second at 50% with 7 wins. John Paul, you took it. Winner, chicken dinner at 9 wins.
Yeah, go make fun of John Paul for his 1 win that 1 week now.
I'll still make fun of him 1 week. He broke history. 1 win. I'll remind him to the day
He's also won 3 weeks.
So, 1 win. That's horrible. He should put a paid bag over his head for that shit.
All right, let's see who's more wins at the end of the year. Let's play that.
I never had a 1 win in my entire show history. In my entire show history, I never had 1 win. Okay, I've been doing the show for 3 years.
Not gonna beat me. He knows that, right? I could have one. I could have 1 win the next 3 weeks. You're still not gonna catch up.
Yeah. I definitely will. All right, so let's go. John, Tony, you know what? Get the picks ready for next week. I want to see how the numbers look. All right, for all the weeks combined. All right, so Tony.
I have to get week 6 together. You guys got to help me out with that.
Okay. Bengals versus the Ravens.
Bengals.
Since you look like shit, I'm going Baltimore.
That's true.
I'm going Baltimore too.
Yes.
Go over there.
We won, John Paul.
Yeah, that's 1 win in our book.
You're 1 up on him here.
You know this funny part? This is the first time in 2 weeks of Thursday Night Football we're picking separate teams. For the past 2 weeks, we were all picking the same team for Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, because they all been crap games.
Yeah. Now, next up, another big AFC North matchup: Steelers versus the Browns in Cleveland.
Who is it? Eagles and who?
No,
Steelers and the Browns.
Pittsburgh versus Cleveland.
This is a tough game.
Oof.
Pittsburgh didn't play that good this week, but they still won.
Can I have Cleveland, please?
I'm going to join him. I'm taking Cleveland as well.
I'm taking Cleveland, too. That defense.
I got to take
Cleveland. We do very bad. Very rare. We all win. We pick the same team together.
Well, everybody picked Cleveland, so let's see.
Raiders versus the Dolphins.
Miami.
I'm going to take the Raiders.
I don't know, man.
Go ahead, say it. I know you want to say it.
No, you know what funny point? Every time you aggravate me to say the team and I say I join y'all, I end up losing. So I'm gonna go Miami.
Come on, hurry up, guy. Choose your pick.
I'm gonna go Miami, 305. Next up, we got Detroit versus Chicago.
Detroit. We're all Detroit?
Yes. Yeah. Next up, we got Tennessee playing Jacksonville.
I'm going with the Jags.
Tennessee looks like freaking crap.
I have the Jaguars.
Do I really think the Jags are going to lose 2 in a row? Ugh.
I do. Give me Tennessee.
Jacksonville.
Give me Tennessee too.
Yeah, so it's the pace for you.
Tennessee. We either win together or we lose together, buddy. Next up,
you're picking first now on.
Hey, next up we got the Chargers versus the Packers. I'm going Chargers.
The Packers looked terrible last week.
Yeah, I'm going Chargers also.
That coach, I'm telling you now, he's getting really hot, they said now.
You say that every week, bro. He did not get hot last week. He's still
I guarantee he won't last the season.
Week.
Who are you taking?
I'm taking the Chargers.
You say that book club every week. Shut up already. with that stupid theory of yours, David. Every week, the Jordan's gonna buy the head coach. We still there, pal. All right, next up, we got the Cardinals versus the Texans.
Houston.
Houston. We have a problem.
Wait,
Next.
it's the car. Hold on.
Against Arizona.
It's
Arizona.
Where's this game?
In Houston, Texas.
Oh, is it Houston? Oh, I'm still taking the Texans.
Howdy, partner.
I don't know. The Texans always lose after a big win, though.
Yeah, leave me with Houston. Leave it there. It's fine.
Next up, we got the Cowboys versus the Panthers. I'm going
We're all
Cowboys.
going. Everyone's going Cowboys, right? This is
Yeah.
Even though I feel bad for them, they don't even have their pick, man. That sucks. Next up, we have the Giants versus the Washington Commanders.
Washington.
Washington prep.
David, you're going Washington, right?
Yeah, I mean, come on.
That's a stupid question, Tony. Stupid question. You know
Sorry.
you're going Washington. Come on, buddy. Come on. Stay with the show. Next up, we got the Buccaneers playing the 49ers in California. I'm going with 49ers.
Yeah, first off,
49ers.
your mouth. All right, we don't curse on this show.
I don't curse. I never curse.
Yeah, that's not what I just heard.
What did I say?
I'm taking the 49ers too. Talking about the fuckers.
I did not say that, you jackass.
I'm taking the 69ers also.
All right. David, you taking the 69ers as well, buddy? Are
Yeah,
you still taking pictures of me, you weirdo?
How am I taking pictures? My phone's in my hand.
Yeah. Dude texting me every day. I gotta block this number, I swear to God. Next up, we got the Jets versus the Bills. I'm going with the Jets.
Oh my God, I'm taking the Bills.
I'm taking the Bills.
Oh, Tony, come on.
Is it an upset game, man?
Tony, go ahead. Take the Jets. Listen, even if you guys win, I'll be happy regardless. So don't.
Yeah, that's why it's the best picking against your team.
Bills have just looked so terrible, but so
Yeah.
the Jets. Jets already beat the Bills once this season, right?
Yep.
Yes, first game of the season.
Yeah, I got to go Bills.
Back to New York.
Next up, this game is also still in New York.
John Paul, who'd you take?
The Bills.
Oops.
Okay. I thought the Jets.
Yeah, I know.
Next up, we got Seattle versus Seahawks playing the LA Rams. This is a tough matchup.
Oof. Division matchup.
Seattle.
How don't I take Seattle? I gotta take Seattle.
Ugh.
I think they were looking ahead to this week, so I'm taking Seattle.
Yeah, give me Seattle too, I guess.
Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim.
Tim loves the Rams because he likes Aaron Donald for some reason.
Are you really taking them over to Seahawks?
It's a page out of your book.
Dude, just take somebody.
I'll take Seattle. Relax, Chicken Little. Relax. Sunday Night Football. I don't know. They gotta switch Sunday night, Monday night off. I don't know who thought this was a good idea. Sunday Night Football. We got the Vikings versus the Broncos.
Hold on. So it looks like a much better game than it would have 5 weeks ago.
They're hot. They're both the hottest teams right now.
Yeah.
I want the Vikings, please.
Ooh.
Where are they
Broncos.
playing? Are they playing in Mile High?
Yeah, Mile High.
Ooh.
Denver's not going to repeat this week. Trust me.
I'm taking the Vikings too. Josh Dobbs has been awesome.
You know
And
what?
plus
I
Hutchinson.
haven't chosen Denver all year. I think this week might be the one. I'm going Denver.
Wow. It's a toss-em.
I'm gonna go with Tony this one, so I'm going with Denver.
That's
Oh,
2
no.
wins. We're good.
This game, boys, is winner chicken dinner. This might be Super Bowl preview.
Monday
Eagles.
Night Football. I don't know why they put this game, but this should have been Sunday Night Football. But okay. Monday Night Football. We got the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Kansas City Chiefs.
KC all day. I refuse to take the Eagles.
I hate the Eagles too, man, but I got to be realistic.
I don't care. I'll lose a game if I have to.
I got to take the Eagles.
Tiny Tim, where's the game being played? KC?
Yes.
Yeah, I know that for a fact. It's in KC.
Super Bowl rematch.
I'm going KC. I'm going KC.
Oh my God! You got the Kelsey brother versus Kelsey brother. You got the Swifties in the house. Man, oh man, Swifty fans, what do y'all think? This is a hard game to pick, yo. I
can
hate
see you
this
with the
game.
Chiefs mascot.
Hey,
Your team.
hey.
He's going Kansas City.
No, he's not. He's going Eagles.
No, he's
Come
not.
on,
He's
Tiny
going...
Tim. We don't got all day.
Yeah, you yell at me. You take the longest at anybody.
The hardest game I ever had to pick, bro. Hardest game ever in my life. It's an Arrowhead. I'm going with Kansas City. Swifty fans, I'm going with y'all. Kansas City, we're gonna do this.
Yeah. Tell her on the show next week.
And you guys know when it's me and David versus John Paul and Tony, 90% chance to do right? 90, so 90,
That is
right?
true. That is true.
90% chance y'all win. So, all right, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed this great football week. A lot of great games, a lot of good football matchups. Hope to see you guys back next week.
Con tu madre.